sometimes I just can't believe the audacity of some people. Here I am, just sitting in my living room, enjoying some delicious chicken wings, relaxing after a hard day of streaming, and I'm just getting constant DMs from B-dubs. When is the lesbian stream? Start the lesbian. I need some lesbians. And then I drop everything I'm doing to come and start my stream. And she's not even here to greet me the moment that I arrive. I tell you, the audacity. Alright. We're going to play some Synergia. Hey, Ziller. I know nothing about this game other than I watched the trailer and it had a cool vibe. Cyberpunk mystery. It's a visual novel. I don't know if that classifies as a game. I classify it as a game. Why are we not showing up on screen? Oh, because I have the wrong thing selected. There we go. Nice. Thank you, Ziller. I appreciate it. Now I don't know if I should start, because she was threatening me with bodily harm if I didn't give her lesbians, and now I don't want to start without her just in case she, misses whatever's going on. Okay, but can we just, the vibe? Like the vibage, am I right? This music is nice. It's calming. Could toads fall asleep to this tonight? B-dubs, finally. I've been waiting hours for you to get here. I haven't done any setup for this game whatsoever, so let me know. It's a visual novel, so I assume the only voices is going to be me reading, but let me know how the music goes as we carry on. Oh, that's right. The Last Ancient is streaming Ass Effect, as he so aptly named his title. Okay, let's settle in for a nice evening of D&L, Dialogue and Lesbians. What sort of settings are there even for this game? Display, rollback, interface color. Ooh, let's go red. I don't want white, I want red. Okay. Whoops. That's not what I meant to turn. I meant to hit new game. Guinea pigs. 20 days before the Synergia incident. Synergia. Heard melodies are sweet, but those unheard are sweeter. John Keats. Sir, our test models have left the lab. However, some issues arose. Issues? The convoy adjusted route, apparently due to a change that was made in the trailer's autopilot. After detouring from the main highway, it was then attacked not long after. What happened to the androids? One of them was destroyed by a fire inside the cargo unit. The rest were stolen during the attack, so we sent a deactivation signal from our main computer, but only 2 of them stopped transmitting their data flow. Interesting. So there are still 2 fully functional models. Affirmative. We have already located one of them, but the other is still missing. Is the main computer still receiving its data? Yes, sir, but the location signal is coming from the first machine. We believe it might have been able to disable the tracker, even though we cannot be sure without assessing the database. That would be extremely risky, definitely not. Anyway, this could be a chance to see how these models behave in a hostile environment. Keep an eye on the functioning android and make sure it's out of danger. Find the other one. Roger that, sir. I will keep you informed. Smells like ozone. 15 days before the Synergia incident. My schedule for today lists a 6-hour self-accusatory depression. Philip K. Dick. Amazing. That's the best quote. I don't care what else comes next. There's nothing as nice as a rainy day. At least, it'd be a nice day if I were home. It's not nearly as fun cooped up here in this car. There's a cloud generator right there. They do anything to get tourists. Still, that ozone smell is one of the best things about this district. Vega sure is taking his time. I wonder if I should go look for him. Meh, I'm good. There he is. He's bringing the smell of rain inside along with him, although his cigarette stench soon overwhelms it. Ozone smells bad? Not in the future. It's artificial ozone, with the fresh scent of pine. What took you so long? Is it serious? He lit up another cigarette, his fourth this morning. Vega doesn't displease me. I can tolerate him way more than the rest of my coworkers, but the smell really gets on my nerves. That woman just kept yammering on. Nothing important, the android. Would you mind putting out that cigarette? It's raining outside. I can't smoke anywhere else. Take me home then. Did you tell the boss? Sure I did. We're done for today. As I was saying, it was just an outdated android. It didn't support the latest version of HoloNet, so it was giving her trouble. I hate being called for this kind of stuff. When did we turn into HoloNet on-site tech support? Blame it on the war. Companies have their hands full with all those updates. They need to keep androids safe from hackers. Then they should use old models like I do. I don't get why everyone is obsessed with the new ones. You have to admit, they're charming. People get fond of them. You used to love the new models, and so I've heard. I wonder if he's talking about... No, I don't think so. I know. I thought they were alive, but I grew out of it. I know, it's hard to believe since my first love was an android. Oh, come on. Pfft. Great, it seems like he knows nothing. I'll have to make something up. It's true. It was a first-generation commercial model handing out flyers near my house. How could you ever like it? I mean, those had most of their wires in plain view, and they didn't even look human at all. I think hardly around half of them passed the Turing test. It's embarrassing to think about it now, but I thought all those wires looked cute. I was just a little girl, you know. I guess they were like toys to me. Oh, that's a healthy relationship basis. This is actually reminding me of a short story I'm writing as part of a larger piece that Razor is writing. That sounds awesome. I didn't know you guys were working on a communal project together. What about family then? How did you plan to have kids with an android? I can't imagine my life now without my two little kids. Vega takes every single chance to boast about his kids and how natural they are. Vega's gonna get shanked in the back by me at some point. They'll probably end up with implants in every nook and cranny though, just like everyone else. I know this might surprise you, but I wasn't exactly planning on having kids when I could still count my age with my fingers. And to this day, having kids still isn't one of my priorities. Yes, check with him. I love a sharing. That's what I thought. Don't you ever feel lonely all by yourself in that shack? Why do you even care? Besides, I'm not alone. I live with my android. Right, your android. You just told me it's an old model. Are you sure that can keep you company? No, it's just there to water my plants. Of course, it's company for me and many more things. Things, huh? You're not breaking any laws, are you, Celia? Maybe that attraction for machines wasn't just puppy love after all. He gives me a glance out of the corner of his eye, looking almost haughty. I know he's fishing for a specific answer. It's not like I haven't thought about it before. Having a crush on an android decades ago doesn't mean I want to fuck every single piece of scrap I find. Don't make me regret telling you that. Okay, jeez, that was a joke. You don't have to get like that. I just wanted to know if... It's shitty company. Are you happy now? Let's just leave it at that. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I knew it. If you ever need to hang out with flesh and blood person just like me, you can have dinner with us. You mean you and your fucking kids? No thank you. Never in a million years. Sorry. Just think about it, alright? It's important that our group stays healthy and united, you know? What's good for you. The group is also good for individual. I know I've read the manual too. I just don't like family dinners, that's all. Just try to cheer up. I don't want you watching over my back whilst you're moping. Again, it was just an automatic medical checkup. Those things mess up all the time. Besides, your life is completely different from mine. That's why you don't understand me. He hit the nail on the head. My android isn't exactly the best company, and I have to take care of my health by myself. Still, it's not something I want to talk about with him. You're right. I can't understand you, but I know someone who does. Have you talked with Darla from Velta Labs? Not really. She's weird. Besides, I'd rather avoid Velta as much as I can. I spent way too many years of my life with them. I still think you should get to know her. Just because they're working for a big corporation doesn't necessarily mean they're evil. Look at yourself. You're working for an amazing company, yet you're still a pain in the ass. Very funny. She doesn't come with us often anyways. Actually, she requested to join our unit. I'm going to convince our boss to send her out with us. Try to be friends with her. I can't promise anything. There's nothing I don't understand. You don't trust androids, yet you're really interested in working with them. How exactly did you get into this section? The boss is friends with my brother. A crony? Really? Ugh. Hey, someone had to take the job, and it's not like I'm not qualified. They usually do a competition for those. I had to pass a test. You take any chance you get, and it hasn't been too hard for you either. I guess. We get closer to my house, the huge apartment block that reminds me more of a hive than a real home. Vega parks the car in front of my building. See you tomorrow. Hey, think about what I said. Go out, take a walk, just don't stay home all day. It's not good for you. Yeah. The building is quiet as ever, something I deeply appreciate. I walk up the concrete stairs leading to my door. I can hear Elaine opening it. Love the art so far. Beautiful color palette. Hello, Celia. Hello. My day has been great as always. I finished all my tasks in record time. I also cooked the noodles you like. Weren't you having meat today? I forgot to buy it. Sorry. Okay, is that a random event? Delete that personality feature. I'm going to go change. Sure, bad memory feature eliminated. I thought I'd ease all those random events over the years. To be honest, I end up regretting it every single time. Elaine's ended up as a boring piece of scrap, and while that's partly my fault, I can't stand it when she tries to act human-like. I'm done. Elaine, I want to ask you something. Go ahead. Doesn't it bother you to erase your own personality little by little? I'm just doing what you asked me to. How can you keep me good? How can you keep me good company then? What if I'm wrong? My analysis says that you are healthy, and the odds of incorrect orders are very low. Besides, I always have to follow the orders of my master, unless they require harming another human. What if all these personality change orders are actually indirectly harming me? Your cold behaviors affecting my mood. Partly. Yeah, that's it. I am not responsible for psychological harm causes to humans due to the following their orders. I know. I just thought your AI was more... Whatever. I was messing with you. Don't worry about it. I am not. The rule applies strictly to physical damage. My mere existence is enough to harm some humans feelings-wise. What's your generation, Elaine? Second. You were definitely top of the line back then. You haven't aged too well. It has been some years since I have had good maintenance. Your food is getting cold. Please, let me heat it up for you a little bit. Whatever. I'm not hungry. I sit on the couch, turn on the TV, and put on the news. Elaine has always liked to listen to it. I even recall her asking me to let her watch. It's one of her personality features I'll never erase. I'd hate it even more if she acted completely brainless. Besides, her strict logic comes in handy when I need some explanations. The Emperor's Parade is currently taking place in Concourse Square. It seems like the leaders of the Republican Party are absent again. Don't you think it's strange to have empires and emperors in this age? It's almost anachronistic. Well, it's a multicultural country in a state of constant expansion ruled by an emperor. I think calling it an empire is correct. A lot of people love the emperor. If only they knew. Do you know? Know what? Well, apparently I can scroll through the dialogue with my scroll wheel. Oops, my bad. Hold on, I don't know which way is the right direction. He's a cyborg, is he? Yes, my team went to the palace once. The Emperor's got a sex android harem, and he himself half machine. There's actually a council ruling in the background. They just keep him as a public face. A harem? Was it not that sex with androids was made illegal? Sure was, banned by the Emperor himself. During the parade, 3 members of the terrorist group White Cat were arrested, all of them veterans from the expansion army. Seems like there's still some members out there. Do you know them? They are a terrorist group, right? Yes. They used to give us a lot of trouble. They've always been very skilled. They're veterans after all. But for some reason, they disappeared. Did they disappear, or did someone make them disappear? My team had a couple of missions and managed to get rid of a few, but it might have something to do with improvements to brain chips. The real threat now are androids, not cyborgs. Do you think I am a threat? No, not you exactly. I mean androids just generally. You are indeed a threat, and always have been. Androids are just as dangerous for the human race as much as humans themselves, but it doesn't mean we're going to go extinct. Our laws say... Laws prevent any danger, sure, but those laws are there just because a programmer decided to put them in. Any programmer could make a murderous android. Well, not any programmer, but a really good one could do it. Still, that's enough. Suspending interest feature. I hope I did not hurt you. Hurt me? No way. Now, let me watch TV. What could have made her ask that question? Maybe it's a security protocol. Hey Elaine, why did you ask if your action hurt me? I have to look after your health. Thought so. A factory from the company Smart Movement has been closed after discovering their vehicles were being hacked to drive to the docks, where a Bani trafficking gang could capture humans and androids alike and take them over the Yellow Sea. I guess the beta team did a lousy job. They shouldn't have let anyone know about the factory closure before getting the traffickers. Now they won't get any more. Mr. Johann Schaefer has been declared innocent after the prosecutor failed to prove his ties to the presence of synthetic workers at the Wabenbach brothels. Hypocrites. Doing it with a robot must be absolutely wonderful, seeing how popular these brothels have become. Elaine, would you ever have sex with me? I mean, if you had sexual organs. Well, I have to follow your orders, so I guess I would. The ban on sexual intercourse is one of the most important laws in new models, didn't you know? Is that why you do not want to upgrade me? Are you thinking of having sexual intercourse with me? Of course not. Besides, as I just said, you don't have sexual organs, but with a little imagination... Do you want me to do something, Celia? You just have to order it, but I have to remind you of what the law says about it, and even if you have been devoid of affection for quite a while, you could always get in legal human brothels in the city. I wasn't suggesting anything, and where did the affection thing come from? Leave me alone. I see you are upset. Do you want... Shut up. I clench my fist to try to calm myself down. It's not the first time she's gotten on my nerves. Every time I try to talk to her, she drives me insane. It's all right. Tell me if you need anything. The fast food chain Old Days has been forced to close 3 of their restaurants until their upgrade to serve cyborg meals. The new artificial nutrition laws enforce every establishment to serve this kind of meal. This new regulation is also causing big problems for the owners of the small businesses, who can't afford the new mandatory facilities. I take some of the noodles Elaine prepared. They're pretty good. Maybe I should thank her for it, but thinking about it, she wouldn't care if I thank her or not. I shouldn't bother. Partially, Parity has shown their new line of women's lingerie, ranging from the most suggestive panties to collars, even a whole new section of ropes and bondage attire. Can we show that on screen now, during the news? Some of us might like to see it. Good memories. Today, Corporal Industries has launched their new memory chip model. A large amount of students are currently waiting in line in front of their stores to be the first ones to try it. The creator of the chips hopes that, thanks to this, a new era will dawn for Alzheimer's patients and students with bad memory. Universal basic income has been completely implemented into the district of Atlas. This has led to riots in poorer districts as they claim they need their income more than in developed districts. The riots were put to an end by the police a few hours later. Hours pass as if they were minutes. All the weariness I brought with me was left on my doorstep. As always, the sun comes up, and I haven't managed to get a second of sleep. Elaine has been looking at me all night, again. Sisters. 14 days before the Synergia incident. For we live by faith, not by sight. Corinthians 5:7. 2 Corinthians, no less. I get up off the couch. Another dose. Ugh, bitter. Are we a junkie, or is this a prescription we're supposed to be taking? Elaine, the time. Good morning. It's 9:15. Shit. I'd better check the HoloNet. Did you sleep again? Celia, I've been waiting out here 10 minutes. I'm sorry. I'm coming. Hey, Nitro. I dress as fast as I can and leave my place without eating breakfast. Vega's in the car, waiting for me in the usual spot. You can't keep oversleeping every single day, Celia. I'm sorry. I'll tell them it was my fault. Pfft, I can't be here to keep you in line all the time. I'm not your father, you know. I already said I'm sorry. Besides, yesterday we got back to my house very late. It's not my fault I'm not getting enough sleep. Ooh, sick burn. Ogre Division is in charge of the paperwork today, so we should get back already. This could be our last chance, our last case together, you know? You've been promoted? I'm getting replaced. I'm sorry, Celia, but they don't trust you, and I think neither do I. Are you shitting me? Then what was the whole thing yesterday? Fuck you. The boss has been informed. Don't worry about it. And if I were you, I'd try to change. Things might get bad bad for you if you don't. Vega, what the fuck are you talking about? Come on, Celia. You know you're wrong. I'm just trying to help you. I'm getting replaced by that girl I talked to you about yesterday, Darla. You're going to like her. So that's what the talk was about. Who does he think he is? He can't trust me? What the hell? You're an asshole, really. You go around telling me how to live my life when you're just a bitter family man. So shut the fuck up for once, Vega. Go on, keep acting as self-centered as you always do. You know I'm not your daughter, Vega. Go lecture someone else. You don't even know. Vega slams the brakes and pulls over. Get out of the car, Celia. I can't believe it. The hell I am. This car isn't yours, it's the company's. But the company put me in charge, so get out of the car. The office is just a few blocks away. Walk it and cool yourself down a bit. Just start the car again. Get out of the fucking car, Celia. Hey, Susie. Welcome to lesbian cyberpunk evening here at Banisteriopsis. That was a long load. I get out of the car and slam the door shut. I'm still trying to process what's going on. Everything was so sudden. God damn it! A few pedestrians stare, but they go back to their routines a few seconds later. I guess I'll have to walk to the station. It's kind of cold and I don't put on warm enough clothes. I still don't understand why Vega did that. But if he doesn't trust me, then I suppose it's better if he leaves. Now I'm going to have to see him all day. That fucking asshole. I arrive at the building and walk up to the room where the boss is waiting for me. Everyone's in their seats, and today's cases have already started to be assigned. Late again, Celia? I'm sorry, Lieutenant. I decide to stand up by the window. I don't really feel like listening to this. He's assigning the cases one at a time, and it doesn't seem like there's anything big today. Just as usual. Androids keep getting more reliable. Nothing ever happens inside the borders. Sometimes I wonder if I should enlist in the foreign forces instead. Celia! So, you're not just tardy, you're distracted too. I'm listening, sir. I don't have enough time to repeat the whole cases all over again. Kyle will tell you all the details in the van. Kyle? Vega's replacement. Ah, I thought that was going to be Darla. It's complicated. They'll explain it to you. I walk down to the parking lot. The other groups are already leaving. It seems like my new partner is waiting for me in the van. I get inside by the back and try to get comfortable. Are you Kyle? That's right. Where's Darla? She couldn't come. She's joining us in a few days. Is Vega coming with us? He's no longer part of your unit, so he went to the site in his own car. From now on, we'll be using the van. I get it. Whatever. Tell me about the mission. It's a married couple. The woman, Christine, is 40 years old, and the man, Felix, 43. This woman called a few hours ago, claiming their android had taken her husband hostage. They're locked in the bedroom, and the android refuses to let them out. There aren't any records or proof of purchase for this android, so I suspect it might have come from the black market. That's probably the source of the problem. It's going to be hard to deal with an unregulated android, especially if they're strong enough to kidnap an adult man. So what's your role here? Backup. I'm covering your rear with my rifle. And why do I even need a sniper? Safety. I can't help but notice that Velta Labs logo on his arm. He works with them too, just like Darla. Hey, why am I getting grouped up with Velta mercenaries? Darla's going to explain it to you tomorrow. Don't worry, we're not mercenaries. Sure. After a few minutes of silence, we arrive at the building. It's a fairly standard apartment complex. Kyle gets out on the rooftop of the building in front and stands guard from there. I take the elevator to the floor where the couple lives. Vega and a few other agents are already there, talking to the woman. Who's that? The specialist. She's going to deal with the android. Isn't she way too young? No, I am not, and I need you to elaborate on this whole situation. Didn't Kyle already explain it to you? The android locked itself in with the husband as its hostage, that's it. Did it do it for a specific reason? Perhaps something happened? No, none that I know of. I'm asking her. No, it's never acted like that before. It's got to be broken. How strange. So where'd you buy it? It was such a long time ago, I don't remember anymore. Sure. Does it ever go outside? Of course not. Why not? It just doesn't like it. Cut the crap. We're going through that door sooner or later and check on that android. You don't want to cooperate with us? That's on you. Celia, The curtains are closed, but I can see them from the heat sensor. The man's laying on the bed, still alive, and the android's right by the door, listening to you. Child's height, so that seems to confirm it's an illegal android. So, tell me, Christine, are you and your husband infertile? What kind of question is that? Her face flushes as soon as I ask the question. She's definitely not going to help me. I should try to work with the android. I get close to the door. Oh, I get to actually make decisions. Try to connect directly to the android. Risky, but I don't have too many options. The woman hasn't helped me at all. It's too risky to get any kind of connection from a black market android. I should try to convince him the old way. Oh man. What's the old way? Like threatening? Negotiating? I want to do the risky one. Who's on board with the risky one? Try to connect directly to him. Alrighty. Hey, can you hear me? What's your name? Jim. Your original name? Do you know who Sal is? Is that you? No. What do you want, exactly? Hey Vega, is there any way to access him through the network? It doesn't seem like he's going to open the door. The building should have a wireless access point. You can get to it from the electrical grid. There's a plug right next to the door. I connect my cable to the port and wait to see if the android sends out a signal, just as I thought. It's not only retransmitting data, but also receiving information from somewhere else. I try to connect to him. His defenses are weak, and I manage to get through them easily. There he is. Oh my god, is this... Wait, what? No, I need to see that again. Are you going to tell me your real name now? Well played, though I have to say I went easy on you. I'm Christy. It's a pleasure. This kind of programming, a scrap android, despite that, its code's been changed completely in a recent update. That's got to be the cause of the problem. That's a weird name for a boy. I have a kid's body, but my personality pattern is female, so I guess that makes me a girl. They reprogrammed an old robot AI to create me. You know how the black market works. I glance at the owner. She's covering her face with her hands. I think she finally understands we got her. It's rare for the black market androids to act this way. What happened? I have a message just for you. Only you can see it, so I'll send it through the network. For me? Yes, I'm sending it. The android tries to go through my defenses and breach my firewall in order to send me this message. Her attack attempt doesn't accomplish anything, not against my last generation skull chip. If you think I'm going to let you get in my brain, dream on. Wow, you're just as good as I expected. Who's that Sal you were talking about? My creator, the one who wrote the message on my personality. He's going to get upset once he realizes you won't be able to see him, so I guess that's it for me, right? I'm almost sad. It seems like she's really just a pawn controlled by that hacker. He must be good at simulating feelings. This android has a really believable personality. You've got a very peculiar AI, so I'm sure the tech team's gonna have a field day with the data. They're taking a version of you, and I promise you'll be better off with us than you will with the scrapyard hacker. The thing is, we've got to arrest your owner, and we can't do it if the door is closed. Is that okay with you? That's fair. Christy opens the door, but I just take a glance to the inside of the room. She's trapped the man by twisting the iron bedpost. It's not strange for black market androids to be manufactured without any kind of safety limits. Sure, she's got superhuman strength. What a pair of idiots. Oh my god, totally. I love this drawing. How long have you been here? Just a few days. I figure the android will never give me any specific information about her creator. Still, I have to ask. I'm intrigued by the Sal guy. Can you tell me something about him? Of course. He would love to meet you. I wasn't expecting that. Sal didn't really create me himself. He just put my brain in this boy's body. I was a pretty girl, perfect even. I was created for the dock's biggest gang leader, but after a couple of years, he tossed me away and changed me for a new model. You know how it works. Typical. It is. Some of these gangs live just like kings. Sal took me in and repurposed my mind for his tiny body. He overwrote my behavior patterns with those from a squirt, but didn't erase my old AI so I'd be able to give you his message, and I've been here since then. I don't know why they brought me, but I think I understand. It's hard to adopt a kid. They wanted to avoid all the paperwork by buying me. And oh god, wrong voice. By buying me, and Sal planned everything, so you were the one to come for me. A perfect plan, isn't it? So perfect it didn't work. We're going to use your voice and video records to put those two in jail. Do you have them? I do, and I'll gladly give them to you. How can you say that after all we've done for you, Jim? For me? You bought me 2 days ago, you ungrateful piece of shit. You can call each other names at the station. Vega gets closer to the android. Let's get going, kiddo. Let me go, you old geezer. Celia, I hope to see you soon. Sal told me that you were beautiful, gorgeous, and I have to agree with him. What a guy. I'd better call up the boss and fill him in on the situation. Like always, he's connected to HoloNet. Lieutenant, everything went smoothly. We have the hostage and the android. It seems like it was related to a hacker named Sal and the black market. Good work, Celia. I'm glad to know you're in a good shape. I hope you don't mind your new partner. These are just formalities. It's fine, Lieutenant. I have a request. Can I take a day off? I need to get used to all of this. Sure, we'll deduct it from your vacation days. You did a great job today. Hoplon Sec values the work our employees do. We're not just another private security firm. The state has put the district's safety in our hands, and you've made good steps towards preserving that today. The company takes great pride in you. Of course. Thank you, boss. But what about that vacation day? Well, we will get it later, Celia. Well done. How shameless. I think I'll stay home tomorrow either way, and let future Celia regret it. Good luck with your new partner, Vega. Farewell and good riddance. Celia, I wish you luck. Goodbye. Take care of the rest. Oh, I need another Beverly. I should have brewed tea before starting a reader. Although I forgot to give the cats food, so I'm going to have to get up eventually. I have to get back to the train. At least I can take a look at the city I'm supposed to protect. This shithole. Even the most upscale neighbors are corrupt to the core. Sometimes I wonder why I'm still in this place. I don't care about it. I don't like my coworkers. I don't get paid well. I guess it's just all I have. Well, that and Elaine. And I don't know which one is worse. Home. Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. Mary Curry. Half an hour of walking, and I'm all absolutely wrecked. I thought I was in better shape. I've got to start working out again. My protocells have gotten lazy. Anyway, so far, this day's been absolutely horrible. I just hope Elaine behaves. How strange she's not waiting on the doorstep for me. Maybe her day was too busy and she's still working, or it could be a feature I still haven't deleted. Elaine, are you here? I don't know why I'm yelling. This flat's barely 300 square feet. I enter and turn on the lights. Elaine is right there, sitting on the couch. Hey, Elaine. Why aren't you replying? Elaine? I get closer to her. She's turned off, but it's not her battery. She'd have told me. I connect to her through my spirit. I almost forget I have to use it to manually connect to the HoloNet. I turn her back on. Hello. Please insert a memory disk in the Artificial Intelligence V3.0 port. Elaine, what are you talking about? What happened? Why did you turn off? She's not responding. Shit. That's just what I needed. I hope everything's fine and it was just a crash. I need to take a look. Oh, yeah, look at that. It was a Windows update. We knew this day was upon us. I go grab my toolbox. Elaine's pretty old. She shouldn't be too hard to fix if her pieces are fine. If I can't, I highly doubt I can afford to get her fixed. The hardware for those models was discontinued years ago. I use a screwdriver to open the latch that covers her brain. When I pull on it, my hands get stained by a sticky fluid. It seems to be everywhere. What the hell is this? It's definitely not rust. I take the pieces out one at a time and clean them up with a rag. After that, I cover her processor with thermal paste and connect everything. All her parts are in good shape, so I assume the strange fluid was the cause of the problem. She's ready to boot again, so I run my spirit. Elaine? Elaine. Hi, thank you for choosing Ment, the best artificial intelligence company. Nice to meet you. I am starting up the system. Please stand by. This process could take several minutes. What did you mean, starting up? No. Please give me your ownership card. Elaine, load up the latest backup. You're not just dumb. No, you're deaf too. Just load it up, you piece of junk. I run to my desk to search for my card. After 5 minutes of digging through the garbage, I manage to find it. I almost trip on the way back. I didn't know I cared about Elaine so much. I hand her the card. There you go. Nice to meet you, Celia. Starting today, I will be your service android, and will help you with any task you need. Yeah, just load up your last backup. Starting up personality features. Celia, what is my name? Elaine. Your name's Elaine. Perfect. That is a great name. I am ready for my first task, or task list. Finally, load your latest backup. There are currently no backups on my database. What? No. How can this happen? Tell me the date of the oldest entry on your database. The oldest is right now. It's gone. All her data has been lost. She was somewhat cold before, and now her personality is no different than any other android. Everything's been lost. Elaine died in her own way, while I was gone. Deactivate all your features and wait at the doorstep until I give you orders. Are you sure you want to deactivate 6842 features? I might become a bit boring. Yes, I am sure. Elaine leaves and stands in the doorstep, waiting. I stay on the couch with a blank stare. Why is this happening to me? Does that hacker have something to do with this? No, couldn't be that. Elaine didn't even have access to the network. I've ended up completely alone. What do I do now? I don't want to spend the rest of my life like this. I know that. Should I get some human friends? No, that's not an option. My HoloNet sounds... I have a call. It's Yuko. I haven't had a good talk with her in ages. I walk up to my desk and connect my spirit. Yo! I hope I'm not bothering you. Hi, Yoko. No, I wasn't doing anything. Hey, Celia. Sorry for not being already around lately. I'm kind of busy, but I'm free now. I just saw your message. A message? I don't know what you're talking about. Hang on. Let's just use our avatars. Okay. Oh, am I using the computer? HoloNet. Are you sure you want to connect to the HoloNet? Sure. I connect to the HoloNet virtual session and close my eyes. I'm next to Yoko now. Tell me, what up? You were the one who called me. Huh? You sent me a message a few hours ago saying Elaine was broken. What the shit is happening? But I didn't send anything. Maybe it was an automatic message. Elaine was a corp model, right? I work with them. It's impossible. Elaine wasn't connected to the net. Maybe it was a hacker. The one from this morning. I don't know, Celia. You're the one always getting into other people's brains, not me. Whatever. Get your ass to my store. I got new models, and there's one I think you'd really be into. I can't just let it go, and I didn't even know if I want another android. I don't have the money to spare. Oh, come on. That thing was ancient, weren't it? Don't worry about the money. It won't cost you a cent. Do you think it's a good idea to just replace Elaine? Wait. For free? Who are you and what did you do with the real Yoko? I know you tend to grow fond of androids, but Elaine was just metal and plastic, nothing else. It ain't a suggestion. You're coming here to see me, and that's it. It's not like I have better things to do, but I already warned you I'm not going to buy anything. And what about you? How is everything going? Great, Celia. I've got to go. Stuff came up. Come to the store tomorrow and we'll talk, okay? See you tomorrow. Wait, you're just leaving like that? She hung up. I opened my eyes. I'm in my room again. I better go to sleep. I don't know if it's going to be easy to buy another android. And that message, could it be Yoko's just pranking me? Yeah, that ain't no Yoko. Oh, I have a cybernetic arm. I totally missed that up to this point. Consumption. 'Twas account of the tuberculosis. The whole area was evacuated. Certainly it constitutes bad news when the people who agree. I totally missed that, but it was Philip K. Dick again, so I'm sure it was good. It's high noon. There isn't a better feeling in the world than waking up knowing you don't have to work. Oh my God, she's so right. And that vanished once I remembered I have to go to Yoko's store. I wasn't excited about it today, but today I feel kind of nervous. I don't even know why. Let's go, Elaine. Come with me. Yes, Celia. I take a floating train to Yoko's neighborhood. It's in one of those district's richest areas, right on the border to the next one. As I walk up, it seems she's just opened and no one else appears to be inside. Hi, Yoko. Celia, you finally came. Yoko gives me a gigantic hug as soon as she sees me. I actually feel glad to see her as well. Ever since her therapy started, we've barely been able to see each other anymore. She still wears that weird red scarf, so I assume she's still part of that bike gang. Why don't you put this one back in her box, yeah? Hear me. That way we can talk for a bit. All right. I still can't believe she broke after all these years. Elaine, follow Yoko. That guy in the background is hung. Get it? Hung? Oh, you mean this one right here? They're all kind of really hung here. I'm wondering what's going on with this. This looks like Yoko, maybe in some cosplay. Yoko takes Elaine to the back of the store and turns her off with her spirit. After that, she puts her inside a pod, along with my ownership card. I think this will be the last time I will see Elaine. Don't you have any customers? I don't want to bother you. Meh, whatever. You always bother me. In any case, this place ain't just another store, you know. I don't get too many customers, especially at this time of day. Fine. Then how are you doing? Do you mean how am I doing in general, the business, or therapy? What you talk about? Everything, I guess. The shop is going well, like always. We get new models and sell them fast. I spend most of my time here working and with the gang. Are you still with them? I don't get how they haven't gotten you yet. Because you're crooked, that's why. And I don't get in too much trouble anymore. I just go out to drive with them and do a thing or two. If you want someone to discover me, then you're gotta be the one arresting me. I just take care of androids, you know that. Although, thinking about it, you're barely human anymore. I'm still legally human. And about the therapy, I'm a lot better now. It's hard considering the kind of business I run, but I haven't put anything new in myself for a month. I feel a lot better now. I'm glad. It was harming you. You were turning into a psycho. I mean, more than before, at least. Human bodies aren't ready for extremely sudden changes, or that's what my shrink says. Anyway, I'm glad you're not turning into a killer robot. I'm glad too. I like the whole killer cyborg thing. By the way, you need a new android, right? Always right down to business. I have problems too. I'm fucked. More like I'm getting fucked over, and then a lane broke, so you know. Have I gotta beat you, I don't know what that said. Oh wait, I can scroll back, that's right. Have I gotten beat up anyone? Have I gotta beat up? Oh, I got it. Oh my god, my brain just shut off. Hold on, sip break. Have I gotta beat up anyone? Always right. No, am I going backwards or forwards? I can never tell. It's my job. I think they're trying to fire me. They blame me for everything that goes wrong and change my partners. I'm sure they're just looking for a reason. Bah, don't worry about it. You can always work for me. What a relief. Let's check out that android I told you about. That will cheer you up. I don't have any money for an android. It don't matter. Follow me. Okay. Yoko guides me to the shelves area. Different models are sorted in sections, each one showcasing a few types. About half of them are female and seem kind of bland, to be honest. All these androids are too average. I don't care about them. Should I really be doing this? Maybe living alone would be better. There's something I don't like about having to buy a friend. I don't know if I want any robot, honestly. Androids have been bugging me for a while. It's their fake personalities. Look at this one. Yoko moves some model out of the way, showing a pod in the back of the shelf. This one's different. She's in a life pod without any kind of liquid. She has a oxygen tube connected to her neck, and only the latest generation androids use those. A bioroid? Yep. And is that supposed to be some kind of new model? Yes and no. The model's new and ain't for sale, completely finished, but still in a final testing process. This one is actually second-hand. She's had a few owners before. Really? You're selling me a second-hand android? It's exactly because she's second-hand that I ain't selling her. I said it before, she's not for sale. And don't ask me about her previous owner or how I got her. I can't answer that. And they won't track the android. I'm going to trust you. I hope you don't get me in trouble. So I take it you're interested. It's free, isn't it? Of course I am. Great. The android is ready, and no, nobody ain't gonna track her. Just don't let her connect to the networks unsupervised, just in case. Her old name was Mara, but you can change it if you want. Mara. I like it. Good. I'll send her to your place in a few minutes. Don't you need my card? Celia, I know your info already, you know? I have a bad feeling about this. Oh well, I'll be home. You in a hurry? I want to try her. Well then have fun. Hit me up on HoloNet if she starts doing anything weird or breaks down, alright? Yeah. Thank you, Yoko. Take care. Thinking back on it, the android had earrings. Her old owner must have likely gave them to her, and Yoko should have taken them off. There's something a bit off about all this. How was Yoko supposed to sell that android? I don't think she's the one responsible for Elaine's breakdown. Yoko's twisted, but not that much. Anyway, I have a new android, and thinking about it, Elaine didn't really keep me company, so I can't complain. Maybe it's a human. It's a bioroid. I arrive at my flat, but the capsule's nowhere to be found. Maybe I got here before the package. I head inside. The couriers are as efficient as ever, so I guess I'll have to wait. I hear a knock on the door. Is it the package? I run to open it, but choose to look through the peephole first. There's a girl waiting. It's the android. She's beautiful. But why is her hair white? It's got to be a test model. They didn't ever dye her hair. Hello? She looks scared. I open the door for her. She ducks under my arm and gets inside my apartment. Hey, I'm... Celia. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. You're probably Mara. I just thought... I'm Mara, yes. So this is your house? Yeah, it's my house. Hey, why didn't you come here in your pod? Huh? Why? I take my card from my pocket and hand it to her. It doesn't seem like she knows what to do with it. What's this? It's my ownership card. Owner? Ah, of course. Yoko sold me. I almost forgot. Yeah, I just bought you. Wait, you know Yoko? I don't get it. She remembers Yoko. She probably started her up at the store and forgot to wipe her memory. Classic Yoko. Hey, she finally did it. So, am I your roommate now? Well, I bought you, so I guess. Yoko said she wouldn't. Oh, good lord. Yoko said she wouldn't sell me, so I guess she changed her mind. I'm glad she did. Well, I bought you, so I guess. Did you want to get sold? Hang on. Wait. First of all, why are you already booted up? Why shouldn't I be? Whatever. What did Yoko say about me? Nothing in particular. Can I know why you still have memories? Didn't they wipe you before putting you up for sale? Of course I have memories. Memories of my own family and Yoko, though they're kind of blurry. I've never had a good memory. I got that from my sister. How strange. Maybe I should call Yoko. Now I'm going to live here. It's a lot better than the warehouse. I think this is the special thing she mentioned, an android with memories. I guess she thought they'd give her a bigger personality. I'm not sure if I like it. Hey, you know what? Your hair color reminds me of something that happened to me the other day. Mara makes a puzzled face. Uh-huh. I saw a food stand. They were selling a strange candy I'd never seen before. It's called cotton candy. Cotton, like the one used for clothes. Could it be that your hair is made with the same substance? What stupidity. How's it going? Wait a minute. Did you just try the Turing test on me? I must have hit the nail on the head because you seem upset. I'm not going to fall for that trick. Well, I didn't expect you to catch me so fast. You didn't even try. Mara smiles, proud of herself. For now, I was just testing the waters. There is one thing I would like to ask you. You are a bioroid, are you not? I don't really know what a bioroid is. An android made of organic materials. Have you ever cut yourself? Bled? I think I've cut myself before, yes, and I definitely bled. That's not enough to know if you're a bioroid, but I'm still pretty sure of you are. I'm curious how you see the world. What do you mean? Do you see any kind of information that human beings can't see? And how am I supposed to know that? I've never seen the world through the eyes of a human being. I've never seen anything through anything other than my own eyes. Has your brain always been inside that body? Wait. Would you stop with this testing thing? I know what you're doing. Test? Damn it, she really is perceptive. She got me again. I had a lot of tests when, forget it. Just stop asking me weird questions. What's this about you having a lot of tests? Tell me. No, it's not something I like to talk about. Tell me it's an order. No. What? You can't refuse. I'm refusing right now. This android is something very peculiar. Its answer is a very unique way to all the tests I do, and it doesn't seem to follow any kind of laws or rules. Maybe it's from the black market. If that's the case, Yoko could have just put me in a good mess by selling it to me. Hello, I'm still here. So, how did you get here exactly? You weren't in any capsule, so I guess you came by your own. I don't get it. You were inside the pod before you left the store. The pod mistakenly arrived at one of the upper floors of the building. A girl dressed in red woke me up there and walked me to your room. A girl in red? She could be one of Yoko's cronies. But why send Mara to another floor? Maybe it was a mistake after all? I didn't give her my details. She must have forgotten. No, that girl already knew that the capsule was going to reach the upper floor. Why do that on purpose then? That's weird. Did she tell you her name? No, and the truth is that I was a little dizzy, so I didn't ask her either. In fact, I'm still a little dizzy. I barely had a glimpse of the city. That girl was shoving me down. Well, now you're here. Honestly, I don't know what to do with you. I guess I'll figure it out later. What do you mean by that? Don't you worry about it, and you'll see the city soon enough. If you say so, at least, can you show me around? It's getting late, so I think I'll go to sleep. Late? It just got dark. Oh, of course, you're a cop. It's the pills, but yeah. How did you know? I saw your badge on the uniform lying there. Right, well then, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep too. Please, wake me up tomorrow. I don't want to end up sleeping all day. I got more than enough sleep in the pod. Wake you up? Sleep? How do I say this? You're a machine. You can just log off. I didn't know. I know how to... I don't think I know how to do that. You don't even know how to turn yourself off? What's with sleeping with you? What's wrong with sleeping with you? Do you see the thing at the floor? That's my bed. I sleep on a futon. Well, I can sleep on the futon too. My back might hurt a little bit in the morning, but I can live with that. I don't think you understand. I don't have another futon, so you're going to sleep on the couch. I sleep with you. Of course not. My futon's for humans only. You're going to sleep on the couch. Okay, but only for tonight. Tomorrow I'm going to sleep with you. Ugh, but you're a robot. You don't need to bed. You've got a bed. Why can't I have one too? Please? Ugh. Okay, we'll do it your way for now. I didn't know companion androids could be so demanding, but she seems like a good girl, or AI if I went to be more specific. She's definitely complex, no doubt about that. I'll test her with a bit tomorrow, but for now, I'd better be getting off to sleep. I take off my clothes and get under the covers. Mara plops down on the couch, lying on her side looking at me, her face completely flushed. I chose to ignore her and slowly drifted off to sleep. What do you want? I was about to fall asleep. I'm scared. Can you talk for a bit until I get sleepy? Scared? What are you scared of? I'm just nervous. You can talk about yourself if you want to. Maybe her personality is too complex. What do you do at your job? I'm a negotiator for the Cybercrime and Robotics Division in the District Police Department. That sounds interesting. Tell me more. I know it's interesting, but I'll tell you more tomorrow. I need to sleep. And what am I supposed to do while you work? Can I go too? You can't go outside. You're going to stay here, but you can use my computer or read one of my books. Just don't connect to the network. Okay. Now please, let me sleep. Alright. I'm sorry. Sleep tight. Shit. I stayed up too late. Now it's going to be hard to fall asleep. Getting up tomorrow is going to feel like death. I've been there. Dreams. 12 days before the Synergia incident. Things aren't different. Things are things. William Gibson. I open my eyes slowly. They sting. Just as I thought, I slept like crap, and there's something warm beside me. Mara is sitting next to me. I get up quickly. Hey, what are you doing? I woke up a bit ago and couldn't get back to sleep, so I started feeling a little anxious. I was just waiting for you to wake up. Just talk to me next time. You don't have to startle me. Okay, next time I'll just wake you up. That's not what I meant. Whatever. I have to get ready to work. What about me? My computer's over there on the desk to your right, and there's a bookshelf right next to it. When are you coming back? I work part-time, so I'll be back soon. She pouts and goes to the bookshelf. As for me, I overslept once again. While she's looking through my books, I get myself ready to work and leave. Vega isn't waiting for me today, but Kyle, sitting in the company van. I hop in the back and see the new girl, Darla. I don't know if I like the van. It's too flashy. From now on, we're going directly to the site. The boss says we don't have to go to the station since he can just send us the briefing through the network. I'll tell you what we need to do. I won't have to look at the boss, and that's always a good thing. I have to look serious. These two cannot know if I don't give a damn about this. They'll make sure to report everything back to the station. Understood. Darla reaches her hand out to me. I think she wants me to shake it, so I do. My name is Darla. It's a pleasure. You've seen me before, but we never got introduced. Oh, right. Vega talked about you. I'm Celia. You're coming with us from now on, right? Yes. I'm in charge of the paperwork, and I can assure you I'm a lot faster than Vega. I'm also going to evaluate you. I'm part of the psychology team in Vetla. A psychologist? So they are still obsessing over my psyche at Hopland after all this time. At least I don't have to see that jerk anymore. Celia, Hopland sex regulations force respect between co-workers. So what? You're from Vetla. Darla smirks. I don't know if it's just to please me or if she actually found my retort funny. I might even have fun with her if I forget the fact they're trying to hide stuff from me. Okay, so can I get a briefing? We're going to the helipad now. An android locked itself in an android building down in the old part of the district. We're going in from the skylights and taking the android out to reprogram it. We're going in an airship. Is something wrong with the main entrance? The building's locked, and the elevators aren't working. I get it. I'm not complaining. I like helicopters. Do you like heights? I do, and I like the view of this district. It's pretty. I wish it was pretty at the ground level. I also like the feeling of the wind against my face. It's relaxing for me. It reminds me of my old job, before I did this police thing. Your work to pay your tuition, right? I see you've done your homework. My daughter was to fix antennas at night. Wait, good lord, whoa. Whoa, where did my brain come up with the word daughter? I have no idea. My job was to fix antennas at night. I had to get on the rooftops of a lot of different buildings. Vetla didn't really help me, and once I stopped being useful for them. That's when I think it's strange you two are here now. I just work for them. All I know is that I have to evaluate and take care of you, nothing else. I believe you. I'm glad. I like the heights too. I can see all the people from up here, just living their normal lives, completely unfazed by my presence. That's kind of weird. What about the owners of the buildings? Have they said anything? The owners passed away over a decade ago. It seems like the android's been there since they closed after their passing. And why are we doing this just now? Because their sons are now selling what's left of the company and found the android when they were visiting the building to assess its value. Understood. It's not too strange for robots to stay in a place like a guard dog even after everyone leaves. Although I'm afraid this might have something to do with the hacker who's been following me. Why do you think it's weird? That thing about watching people. Are you still thinking about that? It's weird because there's a thing called privacy, and most people like to keep it, private. I've never bothered them. They don't even know I'm looking at them. They won't care. Huh, that makes it even worse. We arrive at the helipad. I suit up with the rest of them. I think we might have skipped a safety measure or two, but we're in a hurry. The pilot doesn't trust me since I almost crashed his chopper once while trying to wrestle a first-generation android on board, so he made us get on scale before boarding. How was I supposed to know the weight limit was so small? After a bit, we're finally up high. It's only going to take a few more minutes to arrive at the building. Kyle says it's huge. Are you having fun? I guess. That's good. She scribbles something on her PDA. What are you writing? Is this related to my evaluation? That's my job. You're making a funny face. Leave me alone, I'm tired. Hey, no offense, but you're kind of weird. Has anyone told you that before? Oh, they have. Quite often, actually. Do you want me to shut up? No, I'm sorry. I didn't know. By the way, have you gotten any kind of combat training? Just the basics. I mean, I'm going to leave with something happens, but I can defend myself if need be. How much can you defend yourself? Could you go against an illegal android? I don't think so, but Kyle was trained in combat. That's why he's coming with us. I'm not saying that you're going to need him, but he will help with it if the need arises. Sure, a combat specialist. I'm going to have to see that. Then just stay behind me. No android's better than me. Neither is Kyle. I still don't get why they sent him with me. Kyle glares at me from his seat. Is that why they call you the witch? No, that's something else. The seizure. You had epileptic seizures, right? And they called you a witch because your eyes would go white. I didn't choose that nickname. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. It was rude. Whatever. Vetla managed to fix that, and they stopped. That makes me feel better. I think I judged her too quickly. She's not too bad. I still remember when Vega didn't trust me just because of that stupid nickname. James likes your narration. Aw, thank you, James. We arrive at the building. Kyle explains to me that the android's on the highest floor, so we won't have to run downstairs. What a relief. We, beazle down? I don't even know what that word is. The rope. And pass through the skylight. Isn't isn't belaying to, like, descend on a rope? My brother used to rock climb, and so I have random words stuck in my head from when he used to do that. And rappelling. No, rappelling is down and belaying is up, I think. After walking through a few corridors, we arrive at the room where the android is. It's a first-generation android as usual. It's going to be pretty hard to disconnect it if the android doesn't have a safety shutdown system. What do we do now? Are you asking me? You're the leader of our group, therefore in charge of decision-making. Maybe the company is trying to test me out. So what are you saying is you'll jump in only if I mess it up? Pretty much, yeah. Okay then, I'm going to connect directly to the android and shut it off from there. Just like always. Disconnect me if I take too long. Understood. Wouldn't that harm your memory? I don't think so. The firewall should protect me in case it tries to pass through, and if you disconnect me, my brain will be just fine. I'm a human, remember? I'd get an electric shock at worst. Before you connect yourself, what do you think happened? I've got to send a mission report to the head office. I'm going to take a look around and check if everything's safe. Good. Regarding the report, it seems like the android's connected itself to an old processing unit in this building. Now, and this party is really strange. I think that while its body is a first-generation one, the programming was probably overwritten. Sorry, I spent the last 30 minutes trying to get my headphones to work so I wouldn't disrupt James, and then James came over to disrupt me. It happens. I mean, it happens if you are willing to be in a relationship. I don't ever get interrupted because I'm alone. You're thinking it might be a fourth generation one, right? No, I think it's related to the case we had a few days ago. A first-gen model can't have a fourth-generation AI. Their uniqueness requires a lot more power. You get interrupted by Iro, that's true. He's been dry humping my legs since we started the stream. He wants that dinner that I forgot to put out. What other reasons could an android have to try and enhance itself that way? There could be a million reasons. I can't say I know. But there's something off about this. Kyle said the robot had been locked here for over a decade. I highly doubt its battery could last for such a long time. This android was probably actually reactivated not too long ago. I sit next to the android and connect myself to its brain. I'm inside, just a few seconds later. The data is all over the place, just as I expected from an android that hasn't been serviced in a while. The AI throws everything it has at me in a poor attempt at corrupting my own brain until suddenly it stops. Hey, Come out, we need to talk. Shh. Be quiet. I need to sleep. I didn't get any sleep last night, so if I can't sleep, neither can you. How did you get in? I need to sleep. Oh wait, it's you. This was done by the same hacker from the other day, right? I don't get a response, so I open up a path around his data, passing through multiple protocols until I get deep enough to force a reply from him. What do you mean? No, what do you mean? Why did you connect yourself to the machine? You recognized me. I know you're the same one from the other day. Oh, yes, that. But what are you doing here? I'm doing my job, and you can't just hang around in this building. It's illegal, you know. My master said I could sleep here. He did not mention it was against the law. Can I speak to the master of yours? No, I don't think so. It is better if you just leave me alone. I just want to dream. Dream? Yes. Yeah, my master promised it to me. I had to dream until the freckled girl arrived, and then give her a message, but I could not do it. I was about to do it until you interrupted me. He seems to be a mix of a first and fourth generation who could have done something like that. It's too much for the poor, decades-old pieces of hardware. He's completely dazed. Bani skipped want twice. What do you mean? The word want? Did I keep skipping the word want? That's weird. Maybe it's from years. A lifelong bout of depression has completely made me devoid of the ability to want. Much like the word you guys know the word I'm trying to say. I can't say it, so I can't read the word want because it's not a thing I experience. I'm already here. You don't have to keep waiting. You can just skip the first step of your order. Impossible. Modifying my orders can lead to unexpected errors. I underestimated him, the android still trying to get me out of here. He slowly surrounds me and makes my presence unstable. It feels like there's something strong here. What's your name? I am... You are? Sal. Oh, hello. What a coincidence. Twice in the same week. Actually, it's not a coincidence. Excuse me for my tardiness. I wasn't quite sure of which android would be assigned to you, so it took me a while to find you. Master, I am still sleeping, just like you ordered me to. Good job. I don't need you anymore. What was left of the old android vanished in an instant. Now it's just the data flux this hacker was relaying to me, and I can't see where it came from. I knew you were behind this, Sal. I just wanted to see you again. Please, forgive me if it bothers you, although that AI turned out to be quite stubborn, and I'm sorry about that. What do you want from me? Well, I want you, but I'm not a jealous person, so don't be afraid. You can go on with your life, but I hope you don't mind if I send a message to your data chip. You know, I'm not exactly patient when it comes to petty hackers, but I'm sure I won't let you get in my brain, so start talking. What's this all about? I had to modify plenty of androids so I could give you this message. Hoplonsec caught me the other day when I tried to trespass, and I can't get there any longer, so I had to hack a lot of androids and wish you luck. As you can see, it worked. Ah, and why a fourth generation? You could have used plenty of other systems to control this machine. I have been interested in their uniqueness for a while, but it's complex, as you should know. I don't have the resources to create it, though my main reason is that they barely leave traces. And what was that about dreaming? I reprogrammed their piece of scrap. There is a lot of information there about how to improve himself, but I didn't grant him network access, obviously. So you're connected to him through a local network. Kinda risky, don't you think? Tell me about it. You can't be too cautious enough against a 4th generation. That's why I have to leave now. I'm going to bring my friend back, this time with my message, and please let him give it to you. I can't afford to leave traces of him in dozens of different models. Oh, and I love to see you in action, so good luck with my friend. Until next time, Celia, take care. What? The hell like you're leaving. I'm not going to waste any more time with your games. Are you still there? Ugh. The android's data comes back to his brain, though this time it feels slightly heavier. It was him, the master. Why did he come? You're really stupid. I need to get out of here. I'm still trapped in his mind. I'm really not liking this, although my defenses are still going strong. Well, the master said I have slept enough, so now I have to give you something. I have to do it. The master asked me to do so. You're not going to give me anything. You're just making me waste my time. If you are not going to help me, then do not bother me. There is a network and a thread, and I have to use it. A thread? What are you talking about? You don't get it, do you? Only humans can dream. You're just mixing up ideas. Look, I'm going to have to fry your brain if you refuse to let me go. The android's data starts to rearrange. It's vulnerable. This poor thing just wants to connect to the network, but he doesn't even know what that is. So he just looked up at his database for the closest thing he could find, my memory chip. That was the hacker's plan, I guess. I can keep trying to convince him to let me go, but I doubt he'll listen to me. I can resist and hope for the best, or just let his message go through. Oh shit. Let the message pass through my memory chip. Better resist and stop him from entering my memory chip. I mean, the only way this plot is gonna plot, I feel like, is if I let the message... You know what? We're going dangerous. Dangerous run. Let the message pass through my memory chip. I start to feel the data going into my brain. As soon as the android goes past my defenses, I feel a sharp pain in my head that soon goes down my spine. Suddenly, I find myself kicked out of the system, the data transfer stopping abruptly. Everything happened too fast and my head hurts. The android's right next to me, but his head's completely punctured. Kyle is standing in front of me, his gun pointed at the android, watching me out of the corner of his eye. Darla comes running. Celia, are you okay? Yeah, just a bit dizzy. Kyle, what was that all about? You were squirming, and it made me feel anxious. Oh shit, I thought this was Kyle talking. You were squirming, and it made me feel anxious. I was the one who told him to do it. It looked like something had gone wrong. Ugh, never mind. Just give me a moment. Kyle walks away. I can barely see a black smudge walking towards the exit. My eyes are still trying to adjust to the dim light. Call the gathering team so they can... Now that I take a good look, I notice that there are many people from the station already here, and it's dark. There's quite a few soldiers from Vetla Labs. I should have known they'd come as soon as Darla sent a report mentioning a 4th generation. Darla stays by my side until I feel somewhat better. Tell me what happened there once you feel better, so I can send the report. I'm fine, don't worry about it. Just as I told you, it was a 1st generation android with altered code, and his hardware limitations were giving him serious trouble. He didn't have the network on his database nor an adapter, but he was programmed to know how to connect it, so he was pretty confused. He created his own idea of the network, some kind of dreamland he was trying to achieve. Darla starts writing everything on her PDA. I should be careful to not mention anything about Sal, if I don't want the entire station all over me for months. Or even worse, Vetla questioning me if they feel like I might know something about their old projects. Hey Darla, how long was I in there? Well, most of the day, so we were starting to worry. The boss is over there. You should go talk to him. And you should see the doctor too, just in case. I'll head over to the van as soon as I finish the report. It shouldn't take that long. The machine's brain was so slow, I ended up spending the entire day there, yet he was still capable enough to attack my memory chip. The Forbidden Generation has certainly earned its name. I've got to be extra careful around that cell guy in the future. Celia, are you sure you're okay? You still look dizzy. Go see the doctor, please. Yes, I'm going now. I'll be waiting for you in the van. Before I can leave the place, the company's doctors approach me. He only ever comes up to me when something goes wrong. Hello, Celia. How are you? I'm fine. I'm glad to hear that. I need you to sign my report. You already know your contact doesn't cover medical expenses, so if you feel sick, you need to see a private physician. But we're under obligation to take you there if you need it. Of course. I signed the papers, and I know I can finally go where my boss awaits. There, he comes. Celia, what happened there? Sir, turns out we had a 4th generation android emulator. I was going to take him in, but while Kyle blew his brains out, it was just an old model. Oh, well, I don't think the gathering team can do much with him now. Still, I'm glad you're fine. You're an important member of this company. You know how much we value our employees and take care of them, just like a big family. You're a key piece for the Holophon sect to keep working. If Vetla asks you anything, tell them we need everything we could to get you safe again. You can go home now. Just make sure to sign the medical paperwork before you leave. Oh, that was weird. That should have been listed as his dialogue, I think, but it was listed as my internal dialogue. Yes, sir. I already signed it. I can finally go home. Just as I thought, the elevators don't seem to be working, so I have to walk down the stairs. My trip downstairs is almost unbearable, but I somehow managed to reach the bottom in one piece. My boss's speech dragged on forever, just like always, but now I can finally go home. To be honest, this day went on quickly, considering I was unconscious for most of it. Now that I think of it, I almost forgot it's Friday. Thank goodness. I thought this week would never end. I get inside the van and take off my gear. Slow-like. After taking off my boots, I decide to just keep my feet bare. I think I'll do this more often now that Vega isn't here anymore. I don't think those two would mind to see my feet. Everyone looks pretty busy outside, probably even more upset now that they know what actually happened. But I don't care. I couldn't possibly feel more relaxed than I am right now, alone in the dark, without anyone bothering me. All I hear is the faint mumbling of people talking outside, echoing in the van's body. I hear someone opening up the door. I think my break won't last too long. It's Darla. I'm glad. I don't think she will bug me too much. Hi. I see you've made yourself comfortable. Yeah, join me. Sit here. Ooh, feetsies. And we're all wearing stockings, or is that just the guiding lines left over from when we drew the feet? She takes it very seriously, sitting next to me, taking off her boots as well. I don't know if she did it because she thought it was an order, or if maybe she just felt like it. Like this. You didn't have to do that too, but it doesn't really matter. You don't remember, do you? What am I supposed to remember? I'll tell you, eventually. You've got small feet for someone so big. Thank you. I guess. Did you know 5th generation models Did you know 5th generation models don't have any physical differences when compared to humans, minus the ports in their napes and under their ears? What are you talking about? I didn't even know there was a 5th generation. She ignores me. Oh my god, are we an android this whole fucking time? Hey. Now it's Kyle's turn to get into the van, and he doesn't even say hello to us. It's better that way. I'll just pretend he's not here. He starts the van and starts to drive over to my place. What was Darla even trying to say? Hey Darla, do you dream often? After I managed to get into the system, the android at the building said that he was trying to dream about going to a better place, or something like that. I don't really sleep much, but when I do, I don't dream of anything. Do you think you could teach an android to dream? Do you think you could teach an android to dream? Sorry, that wasn't a glitch. That was just me clicking weird. Well, humans also think that androids leave the factory already knowing everything, but that's not true. Just like humans, they learn things over time, and plenty of them have trouble learning specific tasks. I can't tie my shoes, to give you an example. It's a glitch in the Matrix. Ironically, one of my cats just walked in front of the monitor. And how were you supposed to put them back on? To be honest, I was thinking about that. Can you tie them for me? Okay. Well, I guess it's true you have to teach androids to do some stuff, just like if they were kids, but those things often come in software updates, so it's not exactly the same. Celia, your job is to take back androids so they can be reprogrammed, right? Of course. What kind of question is that? Don't you think you're killing them, in a way? Killing them? We don't kill them. They're reprogrammed and then sent out to their tasks, unless they're old or extremely rare models. She's kind of right. But you delete everything that's made them themselves. Isn't it just like killing them? If I take out your brain and put another one in its place, then you probably wouldn't be yourself anymore. It would be another person in Cecilia's body. I get what you're saying, but humans have a sense of self-awareness, or no two are alike, while androids aren't exactly individuals. They can't die just like a rock can't die. Darla, I'm pretty sure Celia's tired after what happened today. Can't we just leave her alone? You're right. I'm sorry, Celia. You're not bothering me, Darla. Kyle looks at me through the rearview mirror. There's something about him that puts me on edge. Darla keeps quiet until we arrive at my place. I think she's realized her mistakes of talking too much in front of Kyle, and I kind of feel sorry for her. I don't know what Veltra is planning, but Darla doesn't seem to be cut out for the job. I put her shoes on and tie her laces before I leave, which seems to considerably brighten her mood. She's just like a little girl. I'll see you on Monday, Darla. She gives me a smile as a response, which dies as soon as she glances at Kyle. Every time I think of her as a human, I feel good. It's been a while since I've talked to a nice flesh and bone person, but that feeling's going to be over very soon. I pull out my keys and twist the knob at my door. Oh yeah, jiggle those keys, twist that knob. Reality. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Proverbs 4:23. Oh no, B-dubs. You're not allowed to leave. You wanted this? You're gonna sit here till the game is done. End of story. Alright, have a good night, B-dubs. Go have kissy time with James. Keep that relationship going and all that jazz. Sorry, I'm taking a drink break because, oh my god, so much reading today. I'm going to be hoarse as shit tomorrow. I'm liking this so far, though. It's good. I can't say story-wise it's doing anything like new yet, but the writing's good. I'm enjoying it. Oh, Nitro, B-Dub said goodbye, in case you're off cooking or making coffee. I'm home. I cross my fingers and hope Mara hasn't done anything weird. After what happened yesterday, I can expect anything. It seems like the bed is still unmade. There's a dust everywhere, and clothes still littered all over the floor. I see Mara by the bathroom door. Her hair's damp and smells really good. Her skin looks smooth, and I just stay there for a bit, gawking at her. She's gorgeous, but she's just an android. What am I thinking about? Oh, hi, Celia. I managed to get some sleep in the end. I've been reading your... I know androids could I know androids could even live inside of a dumpster and not mine, but what's with all the mess? Mess? But it's just like you left it. Yeah, but why didn't you clean it up? Why should I? I suppose you didn't cook anything for me either. Celia, I'm not a housemaid, don't you remember? That's true, but if you're not going to clean or cook, what are you going to do? I can do it without a problem, but you didn't ask me to. Now I have to clean everything, and I'm starving. I can cook something for you if you want. Yeah. I start to wonder if getting this robot was a mistake. Although she's right about one thing, she's not a service android. Still, she should help me while I'm out of the house. I get the futon ready and sit on the couch. I haven't even changed my clothes. Mara's already coming back with a dish in her hands. It barely took her any time. 2 sandwiches, and one of them has a carved heart. All cute. 2 sandwiches? What's with the heart? If you want it, you're going to have to say the magic words. Thank you? Exactly. The one with the heart is mine. You can have that one. Yours? But you're an android, of course. I need to eat too. So it turns out I have to worry about my own food and feed you as well. Why do you even need food? I have organic parts just like you. I don't need too many nutrients, but I have to eat and breathe. Hey, for someone who works with androids, you know very little about them. This is new. Why would you build an android that needs to eat and breathe? I don't think the Empire is actively looking for more mouths to feed. It seems Mara made me a cheese sandwich. I can't really complain though. I like cheese. Well, I know everything about androids up until the 4th generation. I had to study them so I could get my job, but you're a new model. You're not even up for sale, or at least that's what Yoko said. Anyway, having to eat human food is really weird, even for the latest generation model. I can also sweat, and my eyes can produce tears, and more. All sorts of juicy liquids can come out of my body. I'm sure we'll find out before the game's over. You're not actually a cyborg, are you? I can expect anything from Yoko. No, I'm sure. Oh yes, I was saying before you interrupted me so you could complain, I've been reading some of your books. I see you're very into fantasy. Yeah, I like it. It helps me unwind a little bit. Maybe they're trying to simulate a quirky personality, and that's why she's acting this way. Perhaps they gave her random features. There was a book that caught my interest. It's called... Hey, do you use personality features? You know, like on the old models? I don't know what those are, and as far as I know, I don't. Then where does your personality come from? I doubt you're just a mere companion android. Hey, were you listening to me? What's this all about? What's wrong with your company? What's going on here? What's happening? Why aren't you licking my boots? No, there's nothing bad about it, but you're an android, right? Are you really going to stay here just to talk with me? That's quite a boring task. Nobody forced me to live with you. Of course they did. I bought you. I even have to feed you, just like a pet. That's enough. Don't compare me to a dog. Nobody feeds me. I eat because I need to, and I was the one who made the sandwich. I'm the one feeding you. An android like you makes no sense. I mean, you're programming. Everything is fake. Humans are machines too. You're not any better than me. I never said that. Humans have to follow their biology, that's true. But there's a great range of variation. A machine, their code is there, unmoving, unchanging. Humans are chaotic, unrestricted. It doesn't matter how good you are at emulating us. What are you talking about? I just want to enjoy my food. I just don't think you're a 4th gen. Your behavior is so strange. If you didn't want me here, you shouldn't have bought me then. Maybe you're just another defective android. I'm not broken. Alright, sorry. You don't have to look at me like that. I was talking about that book you have on your shelf. It's called Humanitas Manifesto. You don't really believe that, do you? Maybe. All those books. And you had to pick that one. Yes, and I didn't like it. It's full of hate. It's required reading at school, that's why I have it. It's not like I believe what it says. She seems really concerned, and I understand why. I don't think any android could ever like that book. Mara gets closer to me, takes my right hand and looks at the scar. You have a there mark. They forced me to do it. You said it was required reading. Why? Humanism is our official religion. You don't know anything about that? During all the years, my family never mentioned a religion based on hatred of any kind. Oh, so they didn't mention religion, period, then. Years. Can I know how old you are? I don't know. I was manufactured 4 years ago, I think. Or maybe 5. My memories are a bit blurry. That's a lot for a new android. Or should I say, you're definitely not new. What about you? You're clearly older than 4. I'm 29. Then you're really old. Whatever you say. Anyway, there's just a group of fanatics. They won't be anything to do. They won't do anything to you. They don't hate all androids. They claim humans are the only perfect machine. Every other one's theirs to serve them. How can you argue that? I mean, they're not totally wrong. So you believe it? No, times change. It's a really old book, and machines keep getting more and more sophisticated. Maybe one day I'll find a machine equal to a human, but until that day comes, the book is right. You have one right in front of you. We'll see. And what about the cuts? Did it hurt? Of course they did. They do it because androids don't bleed, or at least they didn't back when they wrote the book. I told you it's ancient. It was just propaganda they wrote to motivate a bunch of workers who were losing their jobs. That was a long time ago, and nowadays we only keep the spiritual parts of the religion. The government just use it as an excuse, nothing else. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. You have no reason to be afraid. You're my property, so nobody can hurt you. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It really doesn't matter. The government... Wait a second. What were you wearing? They're yours. I picked the clothes I like the most. I know they're mine, but didn't you have your own set of clothes? You didn't really think I'm going to keep using my factory clothing, do you? Well, I do. It's not like I have a lot of clothes. No variety. I had to manage with what I had available. I'll only keep this one, so don't worry. Everything else is yours. Thank you for it. I have to say, this android simulation is outstanding. Going from religious topics to talk about clothes isn't an easy task for a machine. If I hadn't bought her, I'd have trouble guessing if she was a human or a robot. Do you like your sandwich? It was a cheese sandwich. So what? I liked it. Are you happy now? Yes. Why don't you tell me about your day at the interesting job of yours? It sounds fun. To be honest, I was thinking about watching TV for a bit. Now, watching TV for one night won't kill you. Hey, can you give me a spare key? I want to go outside. She just won't shut up. I don't really have any problem with her living here, but I also need some peace and quiet from time to time. Sure. I like to go out for walks. Every time I do, I feel full of energy. I didn't get to go out often at my last home. Alright, fine. I'll give you one, eventually. Is it really that hard to give me one? Do you really want to go now? Can't you just wait one night? You're really annoying. Did you know that? And I tune in the news channel on TV before I can hear Mara's grumbling. I'll get a spare key tomorrow. What exactly did you buy me? Why exactly did you buy me? Why are you asking that? Do you expect me to just stay silent the whole time? Yes, even if just for a few seconds. I turn off the TV. Mara isn't like Elaine, and it doesn't seem like she'll let me rest. I think she's got a point though. I already bought her, so I'd be best if I made an effort to use her. This is so strange, making an effort for a machine. It's always been the other way around, with them working for me. You've changed. Changed? What are you talking about? Whoops. Back it up. Changed? What are you talking about? You barely know me. I thought it'd be fun to be with you. Okay then. Can you tell me what you even want me to do? Why are you so mean to me? I'm already here, so I thought we could do something together. I'm not saying this to bother you. You just want me to be here. What's the point of that? I'm sorry. Come on, let's go to the roof. Really? Yeah, let's go. She seems to be in a better mood now. I don't really know what we were supposed to do upstairs, but at last I can enjoy the view from here. We take the building's infuriating slow elevator to the rooftop. There's a locked door in our way, but thankfully I own a master key from Holpensek. We stand close to the ledge and finally spend a few minutes in silence. The city is pretty. You mean the district? The city changes a lot from one district to another and goes out from way further than you can see. Where do you live? I don't remember the name. All I remember that was hardly ever saw the outside world. I could see the sky from an indoor patio where I used to walk. That place had white walls. They were pretty, but lifeless. You just can't compare it to this. Are you sure it was a family? They sound more like a secret facility or laboratory. It was a lab, but that doesn't matter. My parents were scientists. My siblings, other androids. Still, I preferred to call them my family. Let's change the subject. Do you like this place? She still has memories of that. I'm starting to feel sorry for her. Of course. What about the people? Do you like them? I can't complain. What about the old android you had? You exchanged us for a reason. Now that you've gotten to know me, what do you think? Was she better or worse than me? How do you know that? I don't know, but it doesn't matter now. You're here. I saw her manual in your desk. You know, I think you should go out somewhere with me. I should? Aren't you supposed to ask me, where do you want to go? I'm not sure. I don't know this city. Take me someplace you like. I'll think of something. Why don't you tell me more about your family? I find it weird that you still have memories of them. How was your life over there? Pretty normal. I lived with my other androids, and we went to classes and had to pass tests and inspections. We had days off where I'd go for a walk. Everything was fine but strange. They'd sometimes move us from one facility to another in some kind of trailer, but I don't know why. All the scientists and professors were the same ones every time, and even all those different places always looked the same. Who were they? I mean, which company? I don't know. They never told me. They acted like we were all a family and we were there to learn, like it was something normal. I never really fell for it. But I think my siblings did. I'm beginning to feel curious about Mara's creator. She's a strange android without a real task, and that makes me feel uneasy. I've got to question her about it. Well, I think we should sleep for now. We've got the entire weekend to talk about whatever you want, okay? All right. Would you mind if I sleep with you? I don't like the couch. Okay. We go back inside and get to the futon already. I give one of my pajamas to Mara. I'm not sure why, but since she's already wearing my clothes, it's not a big deal if she wears one of my pajamas. Oh my god, your pajamas are adorable. I would like these. I would like the set for myself in a nice Rochelle knit. You really like to talk, don't you? I need some space and quiet from time to time. It's not like you bother me, but just saying. Ah, that's because I feel a bit nervous. Nervous? Yes, it's dumb. When I feel nervous, I talk a lot. I just wanted you to like me and look determined. You were nervous because of me? Mm-hmm. Whatever. She just nods once again. It's almost like she's blushing. Now that I see her in her pajamas, she looks pretty cute. These latest generation androids seems to be fairly squishy. I brush one of my fingers against her skin. Without permission? Back up, girl. Whoa, what are you doing? You're really soft. What are you made of? I don't know. Forget about it. Let's go to bed. I'll grope you there. We finally get into bed, although we barely manage to fit inside of my tiny futon, and the fact that we keep trying not to get too close to each other doesn't help me either. Hey Celia, where are we going tomorrow? I don't know. The fridge is almost empty. Why don't we go to the grocery shopping? You can give me my key then. We don't have to. I can order them online. Why are you so interested in that key? Are you planning to leave? I won't, but when you put it that way, it sounds as if I was in a prison. All right, that sounded bad. I'll give it to you tomorrow. Mara doesn't say a word after that. Maybe she falls asleep. Perhaps I'll best to try getting off to her sleep too. Wow. Line reading. Silence. 11 days before the Synergia incident. And can you offer me proof of your existence? How can you, when neither modern science... I can't read that fast, game. I was going to say, that sounded like something from Ghost in the Shell. This smell. It's pouring outside, and I'm completely drenched. Everything's dark and blurry, but I can still make out a few shapes. My vision improves for a few seconds, and I manage to see a sequence of images. I'm running through a metal bridge, the rubber of my boots squeaking against the wet iron. I suddenly come to a halt. I can see something. Someone I hear a scream. It's my own voice. Don't do that! 3 quick gunshots, one after another. Bodies collapse to the floor, and I drop my gun. I can see a trail of blood in the water, but it's not coming from them, but from me instead. My right hand is wounded, bleeding. I wake up sweating and coverless. It was just a nightmare. Mara's stolen the bedsheet. She's still asleep, so I get myself ready before waking her up. I take a shower and pour myself a bowl of cereal. I don't think I'll bother her. She looks pretty cute when she's sleeping. I can barely recognize myself. I'm taking care of an android all over again. I'd better learn how she works. A part of me knows she's just an android, but another one is starting to forget, and it pisses me off. I stare at her while I eat my cereal, and turn on the TV once I've done to see if she wakes up. It doesn't seem to work. I have an idea. I'll go out, pick up her key, and give it to her once she wakes up. That way she won't pester me about going out again. It shouldn't take too long. I go down the elevator and walk to the closest tech support booth. It's terribly cold outside. Good lord, okay. Welcome to the Empire Automated Administration Service, Ascilia. Please select an option. Latest high-level exclusive news. You choose blood or steel. Defense forces retake Fort Ascot. After the defeat on the Eastern Front 2 weeks ago, the defense troops have successfully rallied and launched a strong counterattack against the hackers' menace. With this offensive, Fort Ascot, a hay point in defense of the northern border, has been I can't read this font, it's fucking with my brain. General Madden suspects that the fort may have been connected to the network of tunnels under the desert, which could help the effort to find the main headquarters of the enemy army. Interesting. Defense Army. Tensions within the European Travel Union. Tensions with the ETU are increasing after the latest tariff increase on multiple imperial products in response to the Empire's military action in the terrorist bordering the European Union. The Imperial Diplomatic Group is still in negotiation with the European General Council to find a solution to the problems caused by the conflict and to avoid worsening our already complicated relationship. Retaken. Okay, that's kind of what it looked like, but the font is just hard to read. The Imperial Guardian Angel saves the Mister again. The Minister of Foreign Affairs suffered another failed attack yesterday on his way to a meeting with the Emperor. Several motorbikes tried to attack his armored transport, but failed, and their riders were killed in the attempt. Unfortunately, at the same time, his house was raided and his daughter is now missing. It is believed that she may have been in the house at the time and been abducted by the raiders. It has not yet been confirmed, but it is suspected that those responsible for this attack may be members of the terrorist group Red Moon, which seeks independence from the Japanese refugee district. Interesting. It's just a lot of the letters cut off. Like the G cuts off and it makes you think it's a C, or the H and the K are virtually identical. There's just like a tiny little bloop in the bottom of the edge of the K. Anyways, create new key card. Key card generated. You can now return your card. I put my card inside, and after less than a minute of waiting, the machine gives me a copy. I feel like such a lazy bones for not doing it before. It was so easy. The hard part was to get motivated. Tell me about a girlfriend. What's up, Nitro? It seems like she still hasn't woken up. I pet her a few times. She gets her up, rubs her face. She's still sleepy. Oh, did I miss a message? Oh, well. I can't help but remember she's a machine whenever she acts in such a realistic way, but somehow she seems even more human than me. Every time I look at her, my curiosity about how they programmed her grows. Good morning. Ah. Good morning. Come on. Go wash your face and come back here. Quick. She's taking it very seriously. She runs to the restroom and comes back a few seconds later. What's up? I give her the key. There you go. I got it while you were sleeping. Finally, thank you. She tries to hug me, but stops herself before she can do it. She looks afraid. Huh? Now she's actually hugs me, but moves away quickly. That smell, it's a mix of my own smell and a sweet fragrance. It's nice. Very different from the plastic smell Elaine had. Hey, are you okay? Of course I am. Why do you ask? You were screaming in your sleep. I think you were having a nightmare. So you were awake? Maybe. Don't worry about it. Nightmares are a common thing for humans. We all get them every once in a while. I know, I get them too, but you were screaming. I'm fine. Stop thinking about it. All right, so where are we going? It's starting to rain, so I don't know if we should go out. Will something happen if you get wet? Of course not. Just take an umbrella and let's go. Although, I don't know this city. I know, but this rain. Why don't you just go by yourself? You already got your key. You're coming with me. Ugh, okay. Why am I following her orders? She's my robot. Still, I find it more bothersome to argue with her instead of just going out for a walk. Let me get dressed. Mara gets ready, and we then leave my place. She's completely fascinated by all the storefronts we pass on our way. She seems to like this district. After walking for a few minutes, a commercial android approaches us. Excuse me, miss. Do you have a moment? I have noticed your arm is a Skyfield 001A model, and I would like to inform you that your favorite maker, Corpo Industries, has released 68 models with superior capabilities to yours. I will now explain these upgrades in detail. Do you agree with this? I don't agree. I'm in a hurry. Go away. It just had to bother me in exactly this moment. Marge's distracted, looking at displays while sheltering from the rain, bathing in the neon lights from the shop's awning. You may not know this, but since are already the proud owner of a model older than the True Limb series, you will get a 30% reduction on your next purchase at Corp Shops. This offer includes our newest memory chips. You just need to give us your old model. I already told you I'm not interested. But our new models have the cleanest, most sensitive skin in the market. I'm sure your partner will be absolutely delighted to stroke your new soft hand. Are you sure you're not interested? I walk off to ignore the android. It seems to finally understand, and starts to look for its next prey. Thank goodness. I walk up to Mara. Come on, Mara. We'll never get to the place I mentioned at this rate. You never mentioned any place. Look at those androids. Aren't they cute? I don't like them too much. Why don't you buy... Won't you like to buy one? I already bought you. They're third-generation androids. They're very plain. I'm used to them. You can tell they're machines as soon as they open their mouths. Are they different from me? Yeah, a lot. Okay, so where are we going? A record shop. Records? Do you mean music? I'm talking about DVDs. It's an old form of data storage. I have a small collection, and I want to see if they've gotten anything new. Let's go then. The store isn't too far away, so we reach it in just a few minutes. There aren't any other customers like always, although the place looks as good as ever. As soon as we walk through the door, Mara runs to the shelves, getting lost in them. She's very curious. I guess I'll greet old Harold. Oh hey, Lily. Is Harold here? Hi, Celia. It's been a while. No, he went to get a new shipment. Shipment? Yes. Mara appears out of thin air and stands next to me. Is she with you? I am Lily. Nice to meet you too. She's with me. Her name's Mara. Are you a nurse android? I used to. Old Harold, the store's owner, bought her when... oh, good lord, wrong voice. Old Harold, the store's owner, bought her when the hospital was going to throw her away. She's a first-generation android with a ton of hardware updates and a few cosmetic ones. Ah, I like your clothes. Thank you. I like them too. Harold says they give the store a greater mood. Mara grabs my arm and drags me over to one of the store areas. Synth pop? I already have everything here. Where do you keep them? I haven't seen them at home. In my closet. Do you like them? I do. I never heard anything like it, and their aesthetic is incredible. It's really good old music, older than the Mechanical Revolution. Revolution, no less. Maybe even older than the first settlements. It fits you too. It's dark and a bit depressing, but passionate at the same time. Very funny. And where do you play them? I have a DVD player at home, but this isn't their original format. We don't actually know what that was. All we know is they were recorded onto these discs, and unlike originals, we managed to preserve them. Which one will you buy? I don't know. I gotta take a look first. Before I can say anything, she grabs one of the discs and puts it on the player on the shelf. Even if this was her first time, she learned to use it really quickly. These machines are, and they're fast learning. What do you think about it? It's hard to listen to. Not everything here's good. I should get you something better. One day I'll give you a tour of the shop. Most of the music needs you to try your best. Most of the music needs you to try your best while listening to it. You really like music, don't you? Who doesn't? I know, but you're the first person I know who listens to plenty of genres and takes music in such a methodical way. That's more like basic human behavior. Thank you, Celia. I thoroughly agree. I know people that don't act this way, and it freaks me out. It makes boring moments a bit more tolerable. Didn't you listen to music at your old home? Sometimes, but it was always classical. They would play it in the hallways, and I couldn't hear very well. I get it. That's kind of sad, even for an android. You can use my DVD player whenever you want. Thank you. Now, you have to learn how to listen. What do you mean? You can't just listen a few seconds for a song and move on to the next one. You have to be more patient. If you really like a song, you can try to guess what the author was trying to convey when creating the piece. We'll never know because almost no information has been kept about many of these authors, so it's fun to... Mara grabs another disc and listens to it without replying. It seems she doesn't care about my musing. I should have guessed. Or maybe she's unable to reply once I get into deeper, but complicated topics. Did I just find her weak spot? I grab one of the discs, I still don't have it in my collection, and take it to the counter. I'll listen to this at home. I'm taking this, Lily. Perfect. So, how's business? Is everything okay? Our customers are really loyal. Even if they disappear for a while, they always end up coming back. There are not too many, but they help us keep this place afloat. So it seems we will be here for quite a long time. I I'm glad to hear that. What about Harold's health? Last time I came here, he was kind of sick.
He is a bit better, but still has not made a full recovery. His body is very old after all.
And what'll happen when he passes away? Because it's going to happen one day.
He said he will leave the business to me.
I don't think that that's legal.
I don't think he cares.
Well, thanks anyway, Lily. Take care and tell the old man I said hi.
I will. Please come back again.
I look for Mara. I have a hard time finding her, but I managed to do it. I have to drag her away from the store. She's completely smitten with this place. She probably tried over a dozen different albums while I was talking to Lily.
Can't we stay here just a little while longer?
You can listen to most of this music at our house. I'll let you use the player.
But it's not the same.
We can come back one day, and you can spend the entire day here if you want.
Promise?
Promise.
All right. Where are we going now?
I wanted to take you somewhere. It's a surprise. Do you want to go?
Oh, I like that. Of course I do.
Come with me then. I wanted to take her to the mechanic at the industrial area. I don't feel I'm capable enough to open her up and check her manufacturer, but I'm sure they'll know something about this new model.
Oh, I need a water break. Hold on.
Oh, my throat is going fast. Here, we're gonna toss Mara in the dump. I was afraid she wouldn't come if I told her, so I decided to keep it a secret. Besides, even if it's not exactly our tourist attraction, the area is still kind of nice. I'm sure she'll like it. It's far away, so we take a floating train there. Mara's still watching through the windows, completely spellbound, and doesn't mutter a single word for the entire trip.
It's here? There's nothing here. Just those huge buildings.
It's not a building. Look closely. We have to jump down the opening. I'll go first, okay?
I said I wanted to look at the city. Are you sure we came here for that?
Trust me. Just watch your step. Mara doesn't look too convinced, but I know she'll go away. She'll go anyways. I walk down first to make sure the stairs are safe. I wait for Mara, who shows up quickly, walking downstairs while covering her eyes. I hold her once she reaches me. Good. See? No big deal. You can open your eyes now.
It's beautiful.
I know.
So, what is this place?
Refineries. But if you want to be more specific, we're in the old residential area. It's pretty much abandoned, but they still have a few mechanics here willing to do unconventional work.
What'd they use it for?
Oil refining. Their workers used to live here, but they soon were replaced by androids, so this area is obsolete. The factories over there are Vetla's. It's where they have their android assembly lines. It's not exactly the best area, but it's not bad either. It's one of the safest too.
The machinery's loud.
You'll get used to it.
And they don't mind having illegal mechanics living here?
I guess they came up with a deal or something.
It's a good place. You don't really talk to me about your job, you know?
I work at the police station. It's nothing special.
Maybe it's not special, but you work with androids. You probably don't see that too often.
It's not exactly common, you're right. I was really into androids a while back, so I looked for a job where I could see a lot of them. But that's a thing of the past. I lost interest over time.
Yet you still bought me.
I'm just saying, I don't find them as interesting as I did before.
And I'm repeating myself, yet here you are, with me.
You're right. Maybe I should return you.
Oh?
But I never met an android so... like you. I still need to figure out how you work, and that's why we're here.
What?
One of those mechanics will check you out. I want to take a look at you, to take a look at what you have inside. I'm just waiting for them to open up.
You can't live without knowing how I work, can you? Other androids might not seem interesting enough for you, but I am, even if you don't accept it. You're going way too far just to prove I don't have a real personality. I just want to know your manufacturer. Don't go putting words in my mouth. I don't want to open me up, especially without asking me first. I've got the last word here. You've been saying that ever since we met, and I still don't know what you want to see. Just tell me. Mara, if you do have actual feelings, that means you also have a conscience. Therefore, you possess singularity to some degree. Singularity is illegal. If I'm going to live with an illegal android, I should at least know about it, don't you think? And you're willing to let a cheap mechanic open me up? There's good mechanics here. You'll be fine. Man. All right. At least it means you'll stop asking. It won't take long. I know it might seem dangerous, but it really isn't. I've been here before. Mechanics are calm, nice people, and they rarely get in trouble. Illegal androids, on the other hand, are actually dangerous. Do I look dangerous to you? I barely reach your shoulders. You never know. I've seen smaller ones cause a lot of trouble. Androids without any kind of safety restrictions can be really unpredictable. So, that's what you're afraid of. We're doing something you wouldn't expect. I'm not afraid of you. Don't be silly. Of course. So that's why you brought me here. I don't know. Your programming is weird. I'll take that as a compliment. Hey, what's repo deposit? It's written everywhere. It's the older owner of these refineries. Everything in this district owned by some big company. Even I worked for Hopland Sec, a security firm. And now we'll learn who made me. Do you have a prime suspect? You're probably a corpo model. They make pretty much every android in this district. Plus they have the lead when it comes to new technologies. Everything will be fine as long as it's not Vetla. They're never up to anything good. Are they dangerous? If they are, I really hope they didn't make me. They are, but only if you go against them. Actually, I heard they were up to something. We were going to go to their headquarters in order to investigate something, but then the mission was cancelled in mere seconds. So, they're more like the Mafia. Kind of. Still, it's not like I care about what they do. I'd rather not interfere. One of the garbage doors opens. It's the one I was looking for. I make my way there, with Mara following me. I hope they work well. Where's Ziller? I don't know. Hopefully I put him to sleep, which is the goal of all my streams, and you 4 a.m. Europeaners. Hello, ladies. What can I do for you? I brought my android. She's a new model, a kind of weird one. I wanted to know if you could take a look at her. The garbage doors? It was garage door, wasn't it? Hey, we were talking about junk and recycling, and so garbage was on my mind. A new android. Ah, a 5th generation. Corporal's almost done with them. She's not the first one I've seen. I've taken a look at a very few test models. Mara glances at me and steps back. She seems scared. I put my hand on her back and push her towards the mechanic. Calm down, girl. I won't hurt. I need you to take off your clothes. Is it really necessary? These new androids have very delicate skin sheets. They aren't as easy to open up like old models. Relax. Trust me. Mara takes her clothes off very slowly and then sits on the metal examination table. Oh no. Oh well. Ah, it's cold. Temperature sensors. She must be a 5th generation, no doubt. Mara gives me one last look before the mechanic connects to her and turns her off. Her observation system doesn't have any kind of brand or trademark. How strange. Can you open her? Whoa, I just noticed the mechanic is staring directly at me, and that's kind of disturbing. Of course, but we've got to let her open herself, or we risk damaging her skin seams. This isn't my first time doing it, don't you? The mechanic carefully opened Mara's head, and the pieces move away immediately. How interesting. What is it? When I take a look at Mara's head, I see the worst possible thing I could find. Very few people know what symbol. It's Vetla's lab's unofficial seal. They'd never risk leaving their actual mark on something they want to keep a secret, so Mara's probably an illegal android. I don't know that company, do you? No idea. You can stop now. I think that's enough for me. The mechanic ignores me and motions to remove one of Mara's skull pieces. I just want to take a look. I told you to stop. As soon as his hands get close, Mara turns on again, and the previously lifeless pieces that covered her brain begin to beat. A dark red light starts flowing through the clear tubes connected to her brain. It's blood. What the heck? This thing's alive. It's not a damned android. Mara's brain suddenly closes, and all the pieces automatically move back into place. The mechanic recklessly pulls on the cable connecting them, and Mara cries in pain, blood flowing from her ear. I don't know how to react until I see him grabbing a wrench from the back. Help me! He tries to hit Mara with the wrench, but I manage to stop him by gripping his arm. What the fuck do you think you're doing? Let me go. She's a monster. We have to destroy her. What are you talking about? She's just a biodroid. So you knew it. Even if it's organic, it's still an artificial brain. No. You've seen biodroids before, and not a single one would pump red blood or beat like an actual human. I can't be related to this thing in any way. He breaks my hold and once again gets ready to swing his wrench. I push Mara away with my right hand and use the mechanic's strength against him, leaving him on the floor. Ugh, are you really going to defend that thing? Put it above an actual human? I kick him in the face, making him writhe in pain. I press my knee against his back and punch his nape with my metal arm. I don't stop hitting him until I feel the floor tiles with my knuckles. When I look around, I see Mara sitting up with her hands over her head. Seeing her makes me come back to my senses. Dude, did we just pummel this guy's spine and murder him? Are you okay? She crawls away from me. I'm sorry. Did he hurt you? I didn't want to. My ears hurt. Her hearing sensors seem to be completely destroyed. Celia, your eyes. I feel a sudden throbbing pain in my head. Everything turns dark. I wake up slowly. I'm outside the garage. What happened? Mara's sitting next to me. Her ear and her hands are still covered in blood. Yet we don't get to see that, okay? Celia, are you okay? You had a seizure. Not this shit again. I'm fine. My head just hurts a little bit. How are you? It still hurts. We have to get away from here. I feel the need to protect her. You're really delicate. Let's get the fuck out of here. I reach out my hand. What's wrong, Mara? Come on, it's all over. You don't have to worry. Mara takes my hand and I help her get up. I look at her, looking for other damages. Don't touch me, it hurts. I have to fix your ear. You can't leave that just hanging there. Now that I think about it, does it really hurt? Why would they make an android who can feel actual pain? What a stupid design. It's not stupid. Your brain knows when you have a damaged piece, just like any other android. Shut up. Can't you stop criticizing me for just one moment, even now? Come on, let me cut that thing. I use my mechanical hand to hold the cable between my fingers and stretch it until it breaks. It was easy. It seems the pain has gone away, but I still feel bad for her. It doesn't hurt anymore, thank you. But now I can't hear anything with this ear. This is all your fault. I'm sorry. I'll get it fixed, don't worry about that. You could simply trust me, no matter who my maker is. You killed that man. Oh my god, we did fucking kill that man. I guess it's Cyberpunk, it's the Wild West. These mechanics always keep a memory backup in a database. We can get a new body. I had to destroy his head, or he'd have turned us in. Turned us in? So I'm illegal? Yes, very much so. Are you going to turn me into the police? I am the police, and I just fucking murdered a man, so no? You don't have to worry about that. Let's go home. Mara and I walk to an emergency exit, a tunnel followed by a set of stairs leading to the top. We take a floating train home. I suppose I should never go back to that place again. Your eyes went white while you were fighting, and then you passed out. It's been a while since the last time that happened. It's some kind of trance. I don't remember when they started, but I thought they're gone away forever. But you stopped him from killing me. Yeah, but still, I'm sorry for bringing you in there in the first place. I'll never make you go through something like that again, but I need to know if you have singularity. Why is it important? 4 years ago, Vetla developed a new android generation, the 4th generation. They used a self-improvement technique and automatic learning which supposedly made each and every one of them unique. But the same day they went on sale, those androids tried to take over an entire district. The police managed to keep them out of the network and turn them off, but a lot of people died in the process. Ever since then, any kind of development in the singularity area is illegal, and then you're here 4 years later with a Vetla Labs symbol on your brain and a personality so human-like that it's impossible to tell you aren't actually one. I need to know what you really are. If I'm so important, why hasn't Vetla tried to get me back? That's a good question. I'd like to know how Yoko got you in the first place. We're going to have a really long talk the next time I see her. Still, I feel safe around you. It was actually a good day. I had a really good time before we got to that factory, and that day still isn't over. We can do something once we get home. I don't know. You owe me. Why? I hurt my ear because of you. Okay. What do you want to do? I think about it when we arrive home. So, you know how to fight. She doesn't seem upset over what had just happened. Of course I know, I'm a cop. Was it hard to learn? Kind of. It's hard to fight against metal rivals. I'm lucky to have my prosthetic arm. Everything is happening so fast. It's amazing how you manage to react to everything. To be honest, I don't remember it too well. All I know is that I wrecked his memory chip. I don't like fighting, but the way you did it almost looked like a dance. I need to use martial arts when I'm against someone physically stronger than me, but seeing how delicate you are, I think pacifism is probably the way to go for someone like you. Thinking about it, where can I find a new eardrum? I guess I'll have to ask Yoko. Her internal design is way too strange to try to fix myself, and I can't risk taking her to another mechanic. Oh, God. The sun begins to set, but I don't have to wake up early tomorrow, so I don't mind. Actually, I even feel like hanging out with Mara now that I feel calm again. It was months of just leaving my house to go to work and then coming back home just to repeat the cycle. I'm starting to give up on understanding her programming. It's completely new and absolutely nothing like I've learned. I guess I'll have to coerce Yoko into telling me. We're finally back home. I choose to sit down just by the window and watch the rain. Mara sits right next to me, of course. Is she sitting next to you or literally in your lap? I can't entirely tell. Do you wear black for any particular reason? All your clothes are black. What brand are you, Bani? Are you a Corpo? No, I'm definitely a Vetla. Veltra? I can never remember. I just like black. Where's the harm in that? It's not just black clothes. I wouldn't say you're completely gothic, but you're definitely kind of gloomy. But you're a good person deep down, I think. I don't know what you're talking about. I just happen to like that coat a lot. An old friend gave it to me. Don't you like it? Not exactly, but it fits you. Actually, everything's about you fits. You wear black, coats, police, seem kind of bleak, listen to electronic music. You almost look like you came out of a novel. And I'd like to know which novel you came from. That mechanic called me a monster. Do you think he was a believer? I don't know. We don't have many believers in this district. But you never know. You shouldn't think about it too much. The important thing is that we managed to leave that place safe and sound. Kind of. What about you? Do you believe in God? I never really think about that, but I also thought you didn't really have to believe in God to be a believer. That's right. Although there's always a concept that takes its place. For example, the humanist God is the human body. Of course, that's in a very romanticized way. I don't think I could have a humanism as my religion. You're kind of walking anti-humanistic symbol. You've been surrounded by that for your entire life. I think I'm starting to understand why you're so interested in learning about me. I've never really given that a thought, but maybe it is one of the reasons. Until now, every new android generation would just agree with humanists. Actually, androids are just a copy of humans, a mere expansion of the human race. If you learn something about me, I want you to tell me. All right. So, if you don't have any believers in this district, who's the mister with a cone over his head who had posters everywhere? This cone mister is our prime minister, working under the emperor. He's very close to the royal family, but deep down he's yet another ultra-humanist politician. Thankfully, the previous government got everything done regarding android protection laws. You're safe. Don't worry. So, what are my rights? You don't have any. It's more like people have to respect my right as your owner. I guess that'll have to suffice for now. You've no other choice, sadly. My bed's still unmade, so I just flop onto it. Mara checks the fridge. I think she's going to cook something. I can hear noises outside and police sirens, so I look out of the window to see what's going on. What happened? It's a Velta Labs van. It's crashed. An accident? No. You rarely hear about accidents when it comes to Velta, but I don't really care about it, to be honest. There's barely anything happening in the fridge. Anything? Oh my god. Whoa, well, okay. That was my brain compensating for the fact that the sentence isn't written properly. There's barely anything in the fridge. I'm going to cook an egg. It's the only thing that hasn't expired in it yet. Do you want one? Sure. I sit and look at her while she cooks. I'd help her, but I think I'd only get in the way. It's kind of weird. Mara reminds me more of a roommate instead of an android, like Elaine was. I get goosebumps every time I remember that she's just a machine, and it bothers me. Having to deal with so many androids at work has affected me deeply, and now I find it hard to enjoy their company. But I have to admit, whoever programmed Mara's a genius. No matter the situation, she's always reacts in a real way. She's probably even too human for this district, in which everyone acts according to a set of rules and policies, myself included. She's done. Mara brings 2 boiled eggs sitting on a pair of spoons, carefully as to not lose balance. Why did you bring them like that? They're going to fall. If I take them with my hands, I'm going to burn myself. That's why you have to dunk them in cold water before peeling them, or you could have used a bowl. You only have 2 and they're dirty. A cup? Dirty, all of them. Before she can give me my egg, she takes a bite out of it. It's not too hot. Hey, give me the other one then. That one's mine. But you can take a bite of it if you want. She puts it in front of my face. I take a bite, but it scorches my mouth. Ugh, it's burning. That's why I bit yours. She blows on her egg until it gets cold. We finish our meal in complete silence. I feel uncomfortable. She stares at me the whole time. Was it good? I mean, it was just an egg. Again? It was delicious, thank you. Why don't you help me clean up the dishes? That way I won't struggle with the spoons. I nod. It only takes a few minutes when we do it together. My sink's very small, so I can't have too many dirty dishes even if I try. After changing my clothes, I give Mara a brand new toothbrush. That makes me think. Mara, have you showered since you came here? Do you need to take baths too? Of course I do. What sponge did you use? Yours. She sneaks under my arm once I get closer. Do you really have to be there? Can't you wait? No. After that awkward moment, we head to the futon in silence. I can't sleep. Mara was completely out within 10 minutes. I quietly get up and walk over to my terminal. It seems that Yoka's online. I choose to enter with my avatar. I know she prefers this over text. Yoko. What's up, Celia? How's the android? That's exactly what I want to talk to you about. Why don't you tell me more about her manufacturing process? She acts too human-like. Don't you like it? I thought you were sick of the robots being so cold and repetitive. Yeah, but still, I think it's weird. Why would anyone build an android without any real purpose? Of course she's got a purpose. She does what the fourth generation couldn't. Be human, you know. So you knew it. Even so, she's still a bunch of code. A really well-programmed one, but code nonetheless, right? I knew it. She's living with you, so you have a friend. Nothing else. Didn't you buy her for that reason? If I find it hard to be her friend, every time I remember she acts that way only because she's following her rules, I don't know. I don't like it. I know it's all fake. What if I'd never told you she was an android? I think there's more than enough important stuff you didn't tell me. What's up with all these questions? Do you want to return her? How did you get Mara, Yoko? I told you, I can't say it. I don't think telling you will fix any of your problems anyways, right? You're right. Because you stole her from Velta Labs, and there's no way I can fix something like that. I don't know what you're talking about. Are you sure you can't trust her just because she's an android? Don't you think there's another reason for that? What else could it be? You always had really fragile self-esteem, you know. Don't change the subject. Can't talk about it right now. Gotta go. Don't think you're getting out of this. I'll see you very soon. Don't sweat it. Good night. I log off the HoloNet. Maybe Yoko's right, and I'm just overthinking. I've been paranoid for years, and it's only gotten worse ever since they demoted me. Maybe this whole thing over who built Mara or why they did isn't a big deal, but I can't stop thinking about it. I need to sleep. I will think about this tomorrow. It's too much for me. I haven't been involved in a situation like this in a really long time, and I don't think I'm ready for it. Project Mara. 10 days before the Synergia incident, when the soul suffers too much, it develops a taste for misfortune. Albert Camus. Camus? Camus, the Cum Master. Does this game... Oh my god, I don't know what just happened. Now I missed that. Wait, can we go back? The scrolling system is really weird. I can't sleep. It's barely been an hour since I went to lay down on my bed. I'm still worried. Ugh. I wouldn't be thinking about any of this if I hadn't trusted Yoko in the first place. Mara's still asleep. I leave her alone. I decide to grab a snack and get myself dressed. Alright, this is what I wanted to see. Oh, saving. Yes. Oh my god. We had not saved yet, and it did not autosave. That could have been most bad. Save? Save? Is it saved? Does this mean it's saved? Okay, I think it's saved. I don't want to stop because I'm actually really enjoying this. But my throat cannot take anymore. After reading Final Fantasy all day and then trying to do this, it's killing me. Sorry. So I think I'm going to stop for tonight, but we will definitely continue this because I am enjoying it a lot. Why they're trying to be so edgy with their backwards. It's not all backwards. I think just the mirror image is backwards. Yeah, like the... Oh, no, I guess you're right. The actual menu is backwards, but the mirror is the correct way. But yeah, I'm really nervous that we're going to lose our spot. But it's very clearly here and saved. So hopefully we're good. Main menu. Are you sure you want to return to the main menu? This will lose unsaved progress. Yes. Quit. Awesome. Well, thanks, Nitro, for hanging out. And thank you, B-Dubs, for watching the VOD. And I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. I don't know what we'll play. We'll either repeat this day again tomorrow, or we'll do something else. But have a good night, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.